Hello everyone, welcome to the CGTN special program, My New Year Beat. Today we're going to offer you a feast for the eyes of the folk music. Yesterday we watched the performance of street dance, and today it's about the folk music and dancing styles. What a combination! So you are going to enjoy a feast for the eyes. Please follow us on the CGTN platforms, Facebook, and all kinds of platforms, including the CGTN app. Apart from the folk music and dancing styles, you will have the chance to interact with the fantastic dancers from all over the world. So the theme for tonight is folk music and dancing styles. China is home to 56 ethnic groups. Each ethnic group has its own unique dancing style. For example, the Mongolian, the Dai, the Tibetan styles, of course, the Han style. I learned that you stayed half a year in Tibet. So, do you know anything about the Tibetan dancing styles? Yeah, I stayed in Tibet for half a year. So, I watched the local people dance a lot. They have a unique local dance, the Tibetan style. So tonight, we'll also have with us a representative from the Tibetan dancing circle. For tonight's show, we will watch the performance from Mongolian, Dai, Uygur, and Tibetan people. So let's throw up on the stage the show. So the first performer is Anjis to bring us the Mongolian dancing style. Wow, our gratitude goes to the performer. Thank you for your wonderful performance. The greatest advantage or shining point about the Mongolian dance is about its strength. So from his dancing, we almost see the Mongolian prairie, the grassland. I'm not sure if the online viewers can share our feelings, but so close to him on the stage, we can hear the whirling wind from his dance. Now we will bring you up the second performer. Wow, what a show. Thank you, the performer Tian Tian. Take a seat. Well, I think the girls' dance, the ladies' dance is more gentle. The Mongolian people are open and are enthusiastic. You can feel the enthusiasm and the zeal in their dance, and also you can feel the warmth in their performance. And next, we will bring you up a quite different performance. The dancer's name is Chen Jingyi. It's a Dai group dance. Wow, again, a wonderful performance. Thank you, the great dancer. This dance is more gentle, makes you feel a much easier way. It's like flowing water. The body gestures and the movements of the dancer are so gentle. Now let's wait and see the next dance. It's from the Tibetan performer. Wow, thank you for your wonderful performance. The strength about this dance is to demonstrate your vitality. Did you ever see the eye contact of the dancer when he finishes his movements? You know, eye contact is very frequent in his dance, and it's very important to connect people. In just a few minutes, we have witnessed 4 different styles of dancing. You know, China has great and splendid civilization. We have 56 ethnic groups. We have just demonstrated 4 dancing styles. This is far from enough. However, we are running out of time, so let's enjoy them next time. So today we bring you up on stage 4 dancing styles. And next, we leave the time to our online viewers. If you have any questions, feel free to post your comments in the comment section. You can either make a New Year wish. For example, what is your New Year's resolution? Or which Spring Gala dance performance impressed you most? Or I can leave your New Year wish on the CGTN platform. We may read out your New Year wish in our live stream program. The interaction comments also include, for example, which Spring Gala dance performance impressed you most? I think this is not a difficult question for our Chinese viewers. But for our overseas audience, this may be a little bit difficult to answer. You can also post your comment, for example, which program or which incident that impressed you most during the New Year Spring Festival. Maybe you will get a small souvenir from us. Another question is, do you have any questions to ask our folk dance guest? Now we have our folk dancers on stage. I believe you have many questions. I myself have many questions, but I will keep them up to myself first and leave the stage to you first. The 4 folk dancers present different styles of dancing today. So if you have any questions about their dancing or if you want to learn some movements, please raise up your questions in a comment section, and we will try to answer your concerns. Now, the 4 dancers are dressed up in different costume styles. I think one basic skill for the dancers is to change your clothes very quickly. But I can't hear your breath of changing the clothes. So I think you are doing a good job. So please identify yourself first. Hello, I am Anjis. I'm from Inner Mongolia. I'm from the Kerching grassland. I am now a student in the China University of Central Nationality. So what is the feature about Mongolian dancing? I can learn from your dancing that the movements are quite exaggerating a lot of big movements. It seems that you are bringing us to the grassland. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to see, to make you feel you are in a grassland. The Mongolian dance contains singing and dancing. So the cultural styles of the Mongolian dance touches the heart of the people. From our dance, you may be amazed at how you are brought to the side of the grassland. So there is a lot of things to feel, to see in our dancing. It relates you to the living style, lifestyle of the Mongolian people. Hi, Jingjing. I think the Tibetan dancing and the Mongolian dancing are very similar in their styles and features. So I have a question for the male dancer, Basang. So could you answer this question? Well, yes, I think they're similar because the dancing contains a lot of exaggerated movements, like the movements similar to eagle or other animals. So sometimes you give some sound when you make the movements. So why this movement and why this eye contact during the dancing? Well, I think it's my personal style. It's just about my personal style. It's not the typical of the all the dancers. Hi, my name is Cheng Jingyi. I'm from Xinjiang, Shihezi City. But today I represent the Dai dancing style. I am from Beijing Normal University. So what's so typical about Dai dancing? Well, when you make the first movement, you make the hand gesture like this. You bend the hand and the elbow at the same time to make it feel more gentle. So to show the beauty of the curve, I believe the inspiration also comes from nature. For example, the hand movement comes from the nature. Yes, you're right. The Dai people live in the mountainous area, mostly in Yunnan province. The peacock and elephant are the mascots of the Dai people. So the people imitate the movements of the peacock in the hand gesture. And the girls imitate the gesture of the peacock, and the boys the movements of the elephant. Hello, I'm Tian Tian from Guizhou Province, Guiyang City. I am a university student. Today I represent the Uygur style. The Uygur style can be classified into many sub-styles. The features about the rhythm is like dong dai dong dao, and also it combines some change in the elbows, in the arms. So it's a combination of the movements and sounds. We have another group called Tajik group as a subgroup of our group, and they also have these very complicated hand movements. I am a postgraduate student, so we have many detailed divisions of movements. So the four of you come from four different universities, right? Did you ever meet each other before? Yes, we know the boys know each other very well because we met before. We're very close to each other. Yes, we're very close friends. It's important to throw up a warming up dance or a ice-breaking event for you to present some dancing movements. We have a game called 2 Truths and 2 False Facts. So we will give you, so each of you can describe 3 things, but you can describe 1 false fact and 2 truths. So the others of you will ask you questions and judge which statement from you is right, is wrong. So who would like to start first? Ladies first or the boys first? So I can start first. The first statement is I usually dance the square dancing in a traditional Uyghur square dance in Xinjiang. The first statement is I usually dance traditional Uygur square dance in Xinjiang. The second statement, I used to study Latin dance. I sprained my knees when I was in art school. That's the second statement. And now the third statement is I used to study Latin dance. So the three statements are over. The three of you can ask your questions to see if it is right or wrong. Well, can I ask a question about the first statement that you danced the Uyghur square dance in Xinjiang? I don't think that is right. I don't think you ever visited Xinjiang. No, you are wrong because the dancer is from Shihezi in Xinjiang. Yeah, that's exactly how I think she was wrong because as a local person, you usually don't dance in our local place. As a outcomer, you usually go to a new place to dance, but local people don't dance locally. Well, I'm curious about the second statement. I learned Latin dance in Beijing, in Xinjiang. Could you show us some Latin dance movements? If she can show it, then maybe she can do it. So what is the movements you're best at? Well, I am best in cha-cha and lumba. And also the cow dance. And also Zamba. I think Samba is more Brazilian style. It's more enthusiastic and more open. So I think the second statement is true because you are a postgraduate. Maybe you are not a good dancer of Latin dance, but you may have studied it in university. And about the statement, you once sprained your knee when you danced. I think it could be possible because the dancers could harm themselves, could get hurt when practicing. So the first statement, I don't think it is right because the professional dancers hardly perform in the square.
好了，那我们几个人都已经说过了，是吧？都已经问过了追问的问题，现在告诉我们哪一个是假的。
Now we have raised our two questions. So which one is wrong? Well, the third statement is wrong. Yes, I very frequently broke my knee. So I protected my knees very well. That is why the third statement is wrong. As a kid, I learned Latin dance. Could you still do some movements? Yeah, sure. Do you need some music?
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Wow, she really does a good job.
真的会。
各种舞种之间可以进行自由的切换，我觉得这个真的是非常难的。
It's very difficult to change from one dancing style to another, but you're wonderful. It's so wonderful you can do it.
对，这个认输。
那我们现在，
So for this round, we
我来吧。
are out.
对，来听一听你的故事，看你怎么编瞎话。
哎，我坐下。
So please go with your statement.
就是我可以连续。
I'd rather take a seat. I'm too nervous.
OK，
第二
Well,
个
the
就是我可以会我们
first
蒙古
statement,
族的
I
呼
can
麦
do a double backflip.
第三个
And second, I can throat sing Homai. And third, I can do a continuous handshake for 30 seconds.
2个星期的意思吗？
对，你可以连续，但是那上面有英语的，它这个是 back
就
flip，
是2周，
不是 2 weeks。
在空中2圈儿，翻2周的话，我估计
2周一直翻到下
可以翻回内蒙古了。
I can do 2
其实
backflips.
这个呼麦的话，可以给我们，因为我们的网友很多是来自世界上不同的国家的，呼麦是什么意思？可以给我们去介绍
呼
一下。
麦的话，
You know, could you explain a little bit about
非物质文化
Homai?
遗产啊，
一种特殊的唱腔。
特殊的一
It's
种
a non-
发音方式，它是通过
It's a special way of making the sound from your throat.
达到喉结，通过口腔发出来。
It's part of the intangible cultural heritage of Mongolia, of Inner Mongolia.
浓厚的声音，我就示范一下吧。
啊，你示范一下。
It is to make a strong sound from your throat.
哎呀，气不够了啊，气不够了。
打嗝的感觉。
人体其实就是一个乐器，因为每一个你把它是也有不同的这个
So
音
the
符的嘛，是吧？
People's body is like a musical instrument.
可以呼很久很久很久，甚至已经呼到你会觉得这不是人类能够发出来的声音。
I once met a performer who can make continuous Homai movements.
不可以排除掉它，因为它刚才
So whether we can exclude the second option,
好像只是说他想你没发现他
I think the second statement is
发挥有点
right.
小失
对
误。
对。
巴桑提问一下，
Don't you think his performance has some problem? Well, I have a question for his third statement about the first statement
空中连续翻2圈
that he can make 2 backflips.
翻2圈，对，再落地。
再落地。
So can you
一是
make
脚落
2
地还是头落地
backflips in the air and before you
应
land?
该是脚和头一起落地。
Before you land with your feet?
因为我想知道整个转2圈，然后是脚还是哪个部位？因为有很多人也可以转2圈，但是
I want to know how he lands, whether he land with his head or land with his feet.
也算过去了，就是。
所以他刚刚说拿脚落地的话，我就差不多知道了。
差不多知道。甜甜刚才想提问，
我觉得可以直接
So
排除我觉得
if he
2和3应该是真的，然后1是假
Can
的，
land with his feet, then I know whether he's right or wrong.
因为
我觉得不用，因为
So I guess the first statement is
这
wrong.
也大概停留2、3秒。
啊，对，但是30
I
秒的话
think the same way.
很容易吧？
也不太容易，
容易，
可以展示一下。
可以。
这样子我
Well, he said in the second statement that he can make the Homai movement for 30.
整个的状态感受是什么样子的？
是不是？
He said he can do the backflips for 30 seconds. Don't you think it's too long?
什么样的哪儿？
Do you think he can really make it that
就是舒
long?
筋活血的感觉，就是非常通透。
How do you feel with your body? Well, I think it makes me feel very
问
energetic.
题问完了是吧？
对，你有什么问题吗？
我觉得
Are you
一
done
是
with your
假的
questions?
然后呼麦应该是可以的。
So
连续
it's my
倒立
turn.
30秒应该是
I
没
think
有
the
问
first
题的
statement is
应该
wrong.
1是假的。
就是我可以说了吗？
啊，对，你可以说了
1，是假的。
对，1是假的。
1是
So
假
can
的。
I
1是假的
comment?
是吗？但你真的可以连续。
Yeah, you're right. The first statement is wrong.
做这个
啊来30秒，
So you can do the
很轻松的样子。
每个人好像都加了一个节目。
来来来，证明
back stand up for 30 seconds.
好嘞
可，以。
Can you show us?
1、2、3，
倒计时
走。
1、
2、3。
3、4、
6、7、
He's now doing the handstand.
11、12、
And let's count.
14、15、16、
13, 14, 5, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27.
好嘞。
下一个甜甜是吧？
Wow, good job. Next is the turn of Tian Tian.
OK，来，甜甜告诉一下你的3个故事。
我的第一个是我会20种民族的民间舞，然后第二个是我曾经在2天的时间里排完了一个作品。
Well, the statements are I can dance to different types of folk dance. I finished rehearsing a dance routine in 2 days. I don't know how to do the shoulder
就
shake.
有点像被电了的感觉。
The shooter shake.
对。
It's the shooter shake is like this to shake your shooters.
你应该会吧？我觉得第3个他肯定会。2天排完一个作品，对于专业舞者来说也是很 easy 的。
So to finish a dance rehearsal in 2 days, I don't think it's challenging for a professional dancer. Yes, it's challenging, but we can do it.
我有一个问题，就问他，我想问2号，就是你说2天。
So I have a question
作品指的是我们那种
about the second statement.
一个剧目，
一个剧目就是
You mentioned a
我有一个问题，一个剧目是什么意思？
so how long is the performance? It's about 5 minutes long. It's not a combination of the program.
所以这叫剧目。
Um,
的话是可能只有一小段的。
it's a list of plays with a single theme.
情节有动作，时长通常也会比较长吧。
5分多以上的。
So it contains the plot
对。
就相当于戏的一个。
and the movements.
我其实主要为什么问这个问
It's
题？
part of,
因为我们
it's like a
在
chapter
同
of
时
the
在海外
operas.
是有同传的，所以说我希望能够
Why this
更多地往
question?
这个方面
Because
来继续
for
来
our overseas program, we have the simultaneous interpreting.
排完是
So for this
是你排完你
program
表演，还是说给别人排一个，还有别的搭档跟
did you do the rehearsal to do the play yourself, or did you do the rehearsal for your colleagues?
那我觉得
It's a solo dancing, so I did it by myself.
不是一个很难的事情。
Well, I guess you can do it alone. It won't be such a challenge for you as a professional dancer.
会20种民族的民间舞。
Well, I have a question for your first statement. You said you can master 20 folk dancings.
然后还有傣族，
Han,
然后少的
could you name them?
民族、苗族、
Han, Tibetan,
黎族、
and Dai,
族，然后
苗
家族，
Li,
然后还有
土家，
然后还有
Hui,
佤族，对，然后还有
Wa.
侗族，然后还有
A lot of Chinese ethnic groups,
然后还有
and also Dong, Yao, Jin, Buyi, Munao. These are all the ethnic groups
然后还有那个景颇族，
about the dancing that I can master.
可以抽一下。
Apart from them, there is a Jingpo ethnic
那
group.
我可以就是可以。
Well, I have a question.
抽吧，
舞蹈，
抽吧。
可以展示一下佤族舞蹈吗？
可以。
Could you
我们现在你
demonstrate the movements of the Wa
对
ethnic group?
对，就是比较典型的动
对
作。
哪边呢？
Yeah, sure.
这里就可以，这样就可以。
可以就站在这个位置。
行。
嗯。
哦，确实是佤族舞蹈的动作，对。哦，
That's the
出发了
gestures of the
因为
Wa
佤族真
dancing.
的是非常非常。
好棒，好棒，好棒，好棒！
我猜应该是应该是可以做到的，20种民族的民间舞，然后
I guess the first statement is right.
这2个应该都是真的，所以说我觉得他不会碎斗尖应该是假的，就是他会。
So I think the third statement is wrong. I don't think she can do the shooter shake.
包养，就是我说会。
好的，我第3个是假的。
我今天看到这个列上来以后，我才发现，2真1假。我当时可能列错了。
When I
其实
saw the
是
three
他
statements,
会做碎斗尖，对。
那就是
I
做那3
realized I can't do the shooter shake.
诚恳的嘉宾哦。
So the 3 statements are all correct. There is no wrong statement. So as a punishment, could you show us the shooter shake? I'd like to have someone to teach me.
你们先做，然后我再跟。
Well, let us teach you.
一个八拍，
我给你们数
So we will do the dancing facing you.
7、8，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
哇，2个人
好像真的不太会。
真的不太
不太会
会。
吹抖肩。
因为这个真的要睡特别快的话，他就知道。
有诀窍吗？
越放松越。
这个，而且一定要展现背部是吗？
对，一般是放在背
正面
拿
You need to relax when doing the movements.
我们再展现一下刚刚的动作。
Let's face the camera and show the audience how to do the shooter shake.
肩部的力量更强一些，是吧？可能是这个原因。
用的更多。
你们专业
舞蹈里面这个
The male dancers may have more strength in their shooters.
做的动作他可能。
That's why they can do a better job.
OK， 现在我们还剩下最后一个嘉宾的故事，是不是？
是我的
阿桑，快告诉我们你的2真1假。
Now we have one last storyteller.
我第一个是除了我自己的专业民族舞以外，我还会。
Well, the first statement, besides folk dance, I can also dance locking,
popping 机械舞，然后
breaking,
我这些都会。第一个是这个，
and popping
会
and
也会对。
parkour.
然后啊，
我之前见过。
好，
第二个
我们排除了，这是真的。
第二个是我曾经，然后用自己的左脚把自己的右脚，然后就是。
The second statement is I correct my right foot with my own left foot.
而且伤到就是骨裂，就很严重。
I hurt myself.
可能这个也是真的哦。好的。
然后还有一个呢，我就在海拔5000多米，因为我这个民族本来
And
就在
third statement is I can dance at an altitude of 5,000 meters without oxygen.
有地方跳舞都不带喘。
You know, that is a high altitude,
那李丽丽，
but I
挑衅的语气哦。
can breathe well even at
第一个，
an altitude of 5,000 meters.
播出之前我看见他跳了一个
So let's make a wild
很有
guess
街舞的味道，
which statement is wrong.
应该是真的。
Well, during the opening of this show, I saw him make some dancing movements, so I guess the first statement is right.
骨甚至到骨裂，
The third, I think, is also right. But for the second, I think he's correct because he described the details as if they are right. They are true.
那我问你一个问题，关于第三个。
But for the
海拔
third
5000米的地
one,
方是在哪
I am not sure. But please let me ask you a question.
比西藏还要更高。
Which is exactly the location
我们平均海拔在
where you did the dancing movements? Well, it is in Yushu of Qinghai province at an altitude of over 4,000 meters. So what kind of dancing movements can you make? I can make any dancing styles.
让我猜假的是吧？
Now it's your turn to raise questions
假的。
and guess which one is wrong. Well, I know him well,
因为
so I
第二个
think
的
the
话
second statement is wrong.
自己的左脚把自己的右脚踢碎，这也是很难的一件事儿。是在跳舞的时候吗？还
I
是在
think it's quite difficult to hurt your hurt one foot of yours with another foot. So I don't think that is right.
哪个部位呢？是
裂的脚面、脚背这个。
So which part did you hurt?
你是跳多久？
It is the
跳多久？一般跳
surface of my foot. So for the third statement, how long did you dance? Well, it's about 1 minute.
都还比较。
I think the second statement is
而且我觉得
wrong.
巴桑是一个很协调，能跳很多种舞的。
I don't think he can hurt himself with one foot with one foot.
跑酷的时候是第
of himself
对啊，因为
because
跳舞
he is a
吧
professional
别的
dancer.
弄图列过，不一定是跳舞，很可能比如说是跑酷，或者是跟别人。
Well, that is possible. He didn't say that he hurt himself when he danced. He just said he hurt himself,
一有可能是假的，因为
maybe at
的话是
a
有可
different
能的但是
occasion.
你知道它非常 tricky 的一个地方是什么呢？
Well, I think the
它里边有
first
locking，有 breaking，
statement is
popping，
wrong
所以
because
说你万一里边有
it's
任何一个
quite
你不
tricky
会
for
它就是
him
这样
to
我觉得也是，他
mention 4 dancing styles.
觉得一可能是假的，
来吧
你们觉得呢？
I don't think he can do parkour, even he is a good dancer.
哪一个？其实
So, could you tell us which one is wrong?
假的是3，
对
就是
所以你在
Well, the
海外
third
上
statement
也会
is
耍
not
是的
right.
因为我在城市待久了，我回去了之后也会得要有适应。
So, you cannot breathe even at a high altitude.
你刚才那个
Exactly.
不屑于我们的语气是怎么回事？
那我想这样的话才能骗到你们，所以说不是骗到你们了吗？
So you faked it so well. You almost got us to believe that the third one is right.
脚后跟着打到了。
The second statement is right because I did hurt my left foot with my right
第一个问
foot.
题，除了民族舞，你真的会跳 locking、popping、breaking。
So apart from the ethnic dancing styles, you can do 4 different dancing
可以在这个范围内充分展示。
like the locking, breaking,
首先，
popping, and the parkour. Yes, I can do all of them. So could you show us?
然后再跳一段 locking 锁舞，然后锁舞呢就是啪砰啪砰咔咔咔
This is locking.
厉害了。
然后 breaking 的话就一小段啊。
好，
Now let me show you the breaking movements.
态度上赢了。哇！太帅了！
我发现你们每个人都很厉害。
Wow, thank you
有
for your
会
great
各种
performance.
breaking, locking, popping,
Each
跑
of
酷
you
然后还有可以
does
跳
a
20种
wonderful job.
民族舞的，你真的是非常厉害。
Some of you can do locking, popping, and breaking at the same time, and some of you can master 2 different dancing styles, and your movements are so elegant, are so professional,
对吧？
对，
很厉害。
and you are
再次给你们掌声。
in
所以说
you are
我其实
fully
对
absorbed
你们
in
4
your
个是非
dancing.
常我是
So
有
a
很多
big round of applause to our dancers today.
有很多问题的
Actually, I have many
会进
questions.
入到下一个环节
Our online viewers also have a lot of questions for you.
就会问到你们了哈。我其实因为我们
So we will save the questions
新年还有
after the
民
next
族舞
session
对吧？
because tonight's show is about the New Year celebration.
民族呢又有自己不同
And
的
China celebrates the Spring Festival,
对是
but each ethnic group in China celebrates
像
the New Year in their own ways.
过葬礼新年的。
Let me ask you,
新年是有什么不同？
巴桑，
做一些哪些传统
so what's so different about the celebration of the Tibetan New Year?
然后其次开头我们第一天就是你们的
Yes,
大
we
年
celebrate our own
30
New
的晚
Year.
上会放鞭炮
The
像我们的话
first
是
day
30
is
的时候
very
要做一个篝
important,
火晚
and
会
during the
然后
last
所有
day
的
of
居
the
民
old
呢
year,
所有人一起
we
就是聚在一
prepared
起
a
就是说要
fire gala.
载舞
We
这
gather
就是我们开
people
场
for
做的
to
然后第二天
eat,
早上呢
to
我们要去
dance,
山上去
and
拜
on the
我们的
second
神
day,
山然后也是一个祭祀的感觉，所以
we
说要拜
go
拜完了之
to
后
the
再回来就
mountain
再
to
放一
do
年
some
慢慢下
worship
雨
and the
再进入下雨了
ceremonies
吧
那今年
and
的
to
这
do
个
some service to our
今年创业
ancestors.
新年是比我们正常的新年要晚
So
3
for
个月
this year,
3个月
the Tibetan New Year is 3 months
所以你是不是可以过两个春节
after
一个我们
the
的春节
traditional
然后
Chinese
3个
New
月之后
Year
再过
is
葬礼新年
5 months later
一年都在放假
than the Lunar New Year.
肯定会放，
So that's very lucky of you to enjoy 2 New Year vacations.
是少数民族比较
How about
聚居的
甜甜？
贵州嘛，然后在我们那边过年的时候，苗族地区
You know, I am
都
from
会有很大的
Guizhou,
一个庆祝
a
活动，比如说会
populated
举行很多很多的仪式，
area
然后
of
在仪式上呢就会
as
跳
minority
比较多
ethnic
的像
groups.
芦笙舞呀，
During the
然后
New
跳
Year
小舞呀，还有
celebrations,
反
we
复鼓
have
等
a
等。然后呢，
big
除了
party
就是舞蹈
and
的
we
庆
threw up
祝
the
方式以
performance
外，我们还会有
like
很多的
of
美食，
different
像
ethnic
比如说
groups.
西南地区贵州
We
比较爱喝酒嘛，
prepare
然后爱
lots
酒
of
大家都知
food
道啊。然后我们
and
就
the
会有一个比
wine.
较
You know,
著名的仪
Mo
式，
Tai
叫
is
做
a
祭神
very
牛，然后
famous
那个酒是从
Chinese
高到
alcohol.
低，然后来的客人都需要遵把那
And
个
there
喝这个
is
喝法，
a
然后还有一些比较有
wine
代表性的美
service
食，比如
ceremony.
像三刀鱼，然后糍粑，
So
还
we
有
will
凤爪
ask
什
the
么的，这是
visitors
为了
to
让大家一
drink
起
up
去
the
庆祝
wine.
苗栗的新年。
There
然
are
后今天
also
代
some
表的是
local food
维吾尔族，其实维吾尔族
for
也是有
people
自
to
己的这
celebrate
个
the new year.
民族的一个新
But
年，
today
叫
I
做古尔邦
represent
节。
the
然后
Uygur
他们在过这个古尔
minority
邦节的
group.
时候呢，
They
就是大家
celebrate
经常
a
会提前3
traditional
天，然后就开
festival
始去
called the
准备
Guorbang
过节
Festival.
的这一天需要
And
用
they
到
have
的
a
食物，
3-day
然后道具啊仪
holiday.
式什么的。
And
然后在
you,
这一
they
天
have
呢，就
3
会
days to
聚集到
prepare
寺
what
庙
to
面前，
eat.
然后去做礼拜。然后拜完了以后呢，大家
And
都会去跳一个
they
比较
will
著名的
go
舞
to the
蹈，
temple
是
to do some
原住民哈
service.
萨克族地区
After
的
the
叫做
service,
萨满舞。
they
对，然后去
perform
庆
a
祝他
local
们的古尔邦
dance
节。
originated from
其实
Kazakhstan.
在每个民族其实都会用这个舞蹈
用不同的
来去
舞蹈
做
来
这
庆祝。
个在
So
庆祝
for
不同的
each
一个
ethnic
节日，
group,
是吧？
they
所以
have
说就是
a
在
they has a
你
local
们
dance
不同
to
的家乡
celebrate
呢
the new
会
year.
用什么样的舞蹈来去庆祝这个节日？
So in your hometowns, what dance do you
我们的家乡
perform
舞蹈
to
来说的
celebrate the new
话
year?
可能就是我们
So
家里人
Angie's,
比较就是
how about
团
you?
圆了之后，我们就是
For
会
my
过年的
hometown,
前几天会把
the New Year
屋子打
celebration
重新
is an
地打扫
occasion
一下
for family gathering.
有一个崭新的
We
一个
clean
面
the
貌，因为
house
新的一年嘛，我们毕竟要有新的一个面
to
貌去
usher in the new year
迎接未
with a
来
new
的
face
好事儿啊，一些快乐的事情，我们就会
and to
比如说
usher
喝
in
酒
the
的时候，我
new
们会拿起身边的，就是就近拿起身边的碗
events.
和筷去，顶碗也好，我们拿
We
筷子去跳
drink,
筷子舞也好，
we
这是什么？这是
dance
筷子舞
with
蒙
the
古
help
的
of
就是
some
拿筷
instruments
子
like the
打出一些节
chopsticks
奏欢
and
快
the
的节奏
bowls.
就是拿筷子打自己是吧？
对，就是状态一来
Because the chopsticks can make some nice
那不也是
sounds
喝多了之后。
to cope with the dance.
那像静怡，不知道在你的家乡，你们有什么用独特的用舞蹈庆祝节日的方式吗？
在新疆的话，因为新疆的冬天特别冷， 然后像我们汉人的话，在家一般
You know, in Xinjiang, it can be very cold in the winter season. To celebrate the new year, the family gather together and perform some dancing movements. That is typical for the Han people. But for the minority group, we spend on the Guorbang festival. So what's so typical about the New Year celebration of the Dai people? Well, the New Year celebration is in the mid of April. So the elderly and the kids will gather in the temples to build up the sun towers, and they will gather and sit around the tower. So when the ceremony is over, they will sprinkle the water to each other as a New Year wish to each other. The more you want to pay respect to others, the more water you sprinkle to them.
你看每个民族庆祝节日的方式都不太一样。那刚才你
Now
们
you
是不是
see
也用
each
不同的舞蹈方式
ethnic
像
group
不像
has
你们多年的舞蹈
its
功
own
底，我就
unique
很好
way
奇
of New Year
你们是什么时
celebration.
候开始学习舞蹈、接触舞蹈的呢？比如说很多人可能会
But I
会
am
觉得
interested in
似乎
when
所有的
did you
藏族同胞都会
start
跳舞所有的蒙古族同胞都
learning
会跳舞
dancing?
真的是这样吗？你们是从什么时候开始跟舞蹈结缘的？
So
我
can every one of the Mongolian people
可能就
dance?
生下来就结缘了，真的，真的。
Well, my connection with the dancing started when I was born, but I didn't start my professional dancing life
12岁开始
until I was 12.
专业的
那你说你从生下来就接触舞蹈，
That means I started as a professional dancer when I was 12. But before 12, I already learned some dancing movements in my daily life. We danced almost every day.
民间的舞蹈，哎，民间舞的话，说实话就来源于生活嘛。
So it is more like a folk dance. The folk dance
可能就是
generates from the normal life.
像是万果节是吧？也是这是庆祝丰收的节日。
I learned there are many other festivals, for example, the Harvest Festival.
盖房子会跳舞。
And there is a festival to celebrate the new house when you build a new house.
边唱歌边跳舞就不觉得累，然后大家所有人。
So when you build the house, you sing and dance.
然后就开始一起跳。
There can be thousands of people to help build one house.
不会引起共振吗？
So when they build it, they dance together
去做这个打阿嘎的是吧？
to
还好吧，反正可能习惯了。
build up the morale.
就觉得而且反而还挺好，挺震撼，就那种感觉。
I think people are very content about this dancing style.
生活的点点滴滴，什么生活
So we
环境
can
生活
see
环
the
境都可以
dancing
是他们
styles
创造舞蹈
come from the daily life of our people, and their aspiration truly come from their daily life.
艺校里面其实也是12岁的时候。
So how about you? When did you start learning dancing?
但是广场舞
I
太
also
多
started
年了
from
就只要说到广场大家都在跳舞，无论是
as
大
a
人还是小
teenager
孩子都在跳。
because when I was small,
从小看
everyone
着
around
自己
me
也跟着
danced.
比划，然后后
The
来
square
就是
dance and a
7、8
professional
岁的时候
folk
就是
dance.
送去我妈妈把我送去
So
业余
when
班
I
学
was
舞蹈
7 or
再后来就
8,
12岁
my
就
mother
进
sent
了艺
me
校学舞蹈专业
to the training courses. And when I was bigger, and I moved to Beijing to learn some more professional courses.
他是我们那个培训中心的校
Well,
长
I have a
然后
friend
所以说
of
在
my
他的影
mom
响之下后来
is
耳濡目染地
a
走向了
master
这个专业的道路。对，
of
然后
a-
坚持民族民间舞是因为一直都是在
of
重庆
a
贵州
school,
然后
of
在老
dancing
师们
school.
的带领之下去很多
So
地
that's
方
how I
采过风
started
然
my
后就
dancing
很喜欢
career.
民族这种
I
气氛
came from Guizhou, so I visited many cities around Guizhou to learn dancing.
但是就是我们都是从草原上长大的
So,
嘛
gentlemen, how about you?
我们接触舞蹈
Well,
的
I
可能
grew
是
up
我们小的
in the
时候
grassland.
在大人旁边就是看嘛，因为我们的家长
When I
也会
was a kid,
开心之后也会跳舞，他们会跳舞的，
observed
又
how
唱歌
the
又跳舞
grown-ups
因为我
do
们
the
少数民族
dancing.
都是比较能歌善舞的嘛。完了我就
And
在
our people are good at singing
觉得
and
挺好的
dancing.
完了之后我妈也
So
是
I
一个我们的
observed
在
and
一个城
learned.
里有一个业余班把我送到那儿。
So there was one chance that my mother sent me to a learning class,
从14岁开
a
始
dancing
才晚一
training club. So I started learning dancing from 14.
专业的
但其
学习了
实我觉得最重要的就是他
So
们从小
basically,
会
all of
出
you
来
started
这个
dancing
其实
from
这个影响
12
是非常
to
大的
14.
从小就敢于去表达自己，敢于欣
But
赏这种
it is
舞蹈
important for you to learn dancing from the people around
舞
you.
蹈演员是很
Well,
少用
tonight
言语
we
去
have
表达的
talked
更多的
much
是用
about
你的身
dancing,
体舞蹈
but
动
dancing
作
cannot be
是的
communicated with just the tongues. They are communicated with movements, with the body gestures. So our performers started
是
dancing,
真的像他们说的那样
started
那么专业
learning dancing
让他们即
from
兴创作一下
14.
能不能行呢
So are they really
来我们来做一个
professional?
游戏
Can we
挑战
test them tonight?
即兴创作
How about a game?
对
Could you do some impromptu performance when you enter college as a university student or a postgraduate student?
我还记得我第一次
One
就是55即兴表演。
Dancing is a very important basic skill of art
好的，这样
school.
我来简单的给大家描述一下规则。我们在这里呢准备了一些考题。
So let
那
me
我这里呢
describe
会
the
有一
rules.
些序号，可以
We
让
have
他们
prepared
每个人有两
some
个机会去抽选2个题。
tests for you.
那这个题呢可以是描述的任何事情。
Each of
按
you
照这个
can
描述去创作
pick
一个
two
1分
questions
钟的表演。
two tests.
然后
And then you will give a performance based on the requirements.
先想先生
Who want to take up the challenge first?
来吧，来了。
你看从小生下来
Okay, it's your turn.
好
Then you go first.
5吧，舞蹈的5吧。
5 OK， 5的话我们看一下啊。
我们来看一下第5题。
云南
I choose
15
5.
头野象中的领队带领其他的伙伴一路向北。
As the leader of 15 wild elephants in Yunnan, shepherd other elephants all the way
1
north.
分钟的时间表
我当
演。
领队。对
You have
你们也
1
来吧
minute to prepare.
对伙伴就是
行，
Could you join us?
一路向北。不知道
So heading north as elephants.
就在这个范围嘛，我们在这知道。OK，
OK，你已经准备好了30秒的时间。OK， 已
Okay,
经准
let's
备好
get
了。
started.
3个伙伴。
本来是你自己的问题，结果你带上了大家。你这个题可以说是非常好。
对，带上里就是
对，
领队嘛，
你其实
我是领
应该可以
队，
带上14个人的，
还缺11个。
一路向北。OK， 来吧。
It's a test for the male performer, but he
在
asked
上面
other
好，我们
dancers
来
to
上台
join
表演
him.
好不好？那这样子，我们请慢慢。
我们在
Now
台
let's
下
get on
也可以
stage
因为台下可能
向
更大
先自己走一会儿
对
我觉得在这也行。
这个题的
To
话
throw
在
up
下
the
面
show
是吗？在台下表演
你坐下
，OK，
来我就模
就
仿
这个空间够你发挥吗？
OK，
可以，是不是？好
可以
的，
啊 OK。
来，我们尽量。
好，我也来个托举。
哇，
哎，OK 了，OK 了，有眼了。
这个题是你抽的，但我怎么觉得你好像是考了所有的人？
对
I think I'm done.
考了所有人，但是从他们的
Well, it's a test for you. Why did you bring all the players in? It's like a test for all of you.
是吧？它这个基本的特征是有的，例如耳朵呀、喷水啊，对。但是这条新闻的话
Well, it's a test,
已经是去年2021年，其实
about
在
the
整个社交媒体
imitating the
还是
movements
受到
of
非常
the
广泛的
elephants.
关注了，是吧？因为 CGTN 也是派出了一大队的记者，
Well,
全
this
程在直播跟着
test
这
is
15头野象
related
一路向
to
北
a famous
今天我终于
news
看到
coverage
了
about last year
4头
about the elephant
小象
groups
一路向北
heading north
OK，
下一个谁想挑战呢？
from Yunnan province.
好，
OK
来选一道
Who
题
is。going to take up the next challenge?
2
Pick one
2
test.
好的，我们来看看第
I
2
choose
题
number
第二
2.
题是终于收到了自己向往已久的大学通知书。
Finally received the offer
甜甜
from your
甜
dream
甜
school.
甜
So
甜
how will you
是
dance
你有
哎，你
to
是北京师范大学，
show how
北
you
京舞蹈学
feel?
院。
对
哇哦，
那我可以
I'm from
对
Beijing Dancing School.
啊，为什么不带着所有的人都一块儿来表演？
Could you join me in the performance?
好的，
我是快递员，给你送。
So I like to play the mother.
我们在
And
表演的
he
时候，
will play
几位
the
几
father.
位嘉宾在表演的时候注意我们的机位哈。你看这边有机位，尽量不要躲在角落。
Please focus on the camera. Show your face on the camera
直接送给他们，他们
while
昨天我
dancing.
好，可以了啊，开始。
哎，来人了，
当当当，
他们哎，
然后这地址你看一下是这吧？来一份信。
是的。
好，
什么
啊，请接收一下。好的，
Let me give you an envelope.
北京
It
舞
is
蹈
a
院有通
letter
知书，快找我们孩子。
from it's a letter of admittance to the Beijing dancing
你终于
school.
考上了你理想的大学。
转
It means you are admitted to your dream school, the Beijing dancing school.
我的女儿，
Now
我的
you
骄
are a
傲。
grown up. You are admitted to the university. I am so proud of you, my daughter.
未来的舞蹈家。是的。我们没有白付出。
我觉得他不
She
用去
is
这个舞
a
蹈学院去学习
future
舞
dancer.
蹈家，
可以上电影学院了。非
这
常好。
个演的真的还是可以。
哇，很厉害，很优美。
She's going to be the dancer of the Beijing dancing school.
对，还有配乐。
What
而
a
且
beautiful performance. Thank you.
有意思的。
I think the music goes so well with your movements.
达到了非常导师级别了，而且你还要去
It's so interesting because the daughter is already a fantastic dancer.
已经成
And now she gets the admittance, she gets the offer to Beijing
刚才不错
dancing
很优
school.
雅地展现了用舞蹈动作展现自己心情的喜悦，对吧？
Well,
那我们
she
后面
is
请大
very
家
elegant
再接再厉啊！大家
and
有
she shows how
你选了6
好
good mood she is
与自己
in.
的搭档在北京2022冬奥赛场与同伴
Well, the
进行
next
花样
test,
滑冰
pair skating at the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympic Games.
而一定是男生了，
So we need to choose a
对吧
pair,
花
a
样滑冰
partner.
都是一男一女的，一般。
行行行，没问题，我帮你配搭。
你要是不想让他跟你搭档，觉得他拖你后腿
对，
的话，
你也可以
不要
换一个
他。
对，
自己也行。
对，
对
可以。你觉得他有点碍事的话，
自己吧。
好，谢谢。
漂亮。
滑冰其实我不太会滑冰，开始来。
I don't think I'm good at skating, but I will try my best.
哇，还是很优雅，还是很优雅。
Wow, so
是
elegant.
没有搭档拖后腿，可
没有
能完成的
搭档拖
也可以。
而且你没发现他跳他这个滑冰
What
啊
a
就跟跳舞
beautiful
一样
solo
因为花样滑冰
performance.
其实就是一个舞蹈和一个滑冰这个技术的结合。
对
是吧
No
但是它跳出
skating
这种傣族姑
is
娘滑冰
similar
的
to
感觉
dancing.
你下次
It
的话其实可以
contains
进行
very
这样的表演
beautiful
因为你们好多
body
其实都是参
movements.
加很多大型活动的这个表演
I think you can try
对
skating
今年的
next
冬奥的
time.
话其实你们也可以试一试
You must have joined many big events.
来我们来最后
So
一
why
个
not take a try at the Winter Olympics
马
this
啊
this year?
我就选8号。
Hi, Basson, it's your turn to pick a test. I pick number 8.
对对。
好的，
Because
2005
the pronunciation of 8 is similar to my name.
还是05。
Will be the leading dancer of Thousand Hand Kuan Yin at the 2005 CCTV Spring
因为我们要给
Festival
这个
show.
全世界其他网友去解释一下，这个当时是一个风靡，几乎是先在这个中国风靡。
Let me
然后
explain
在
a little
全球都
bit.
风靡因为他们
This
是
is
在
about a
世界
famous
各个
show
国家
that
进行表演的时候
got famous
然后
first in
这
China
个
and
表演者呢
got
他们就
imitated
是
by other
所以说他刚才说呢
countries.
所以
是不是
更难
听不见了？
得聋哑人是如何
And all
在
the
能跟着音乐的
performers
节奏
have
点
some
去
problem
完
with
成
their
那样优
hearing
美的一个
and
动作，完成一个
speaking,
千手观音的形象，
but
其实是很难的。所以当时这个舞
they
蹈在
did
中国
a
非常的
wonderful
火，受到很多人的
performance
关注。
when they
那现在
cannot
巴桑的任务
they
就
could
是
not
假如
hear
他可以
anything.
如何呈现这个千手观音的舞蹈
So
呢？
if
好，巴桑，我注意我们
Basan
的机位啊，
is
不
the
要乱掌
leading
握。
player in that performance, how would she perform?
我希望就你们3个配合一下。
I like to do some dance in the beginning part, and after that, I like you to join me together.
虽然没有排练过，但他们都非常的默契。
撒，
Wow, you didn't do any rehearsal, but you worked with each other so well.
撒，
然后就散了，是
对，
吗？
他是
分身。
撒，
他是撒，
对，这是我
是在
You
们
made a
影响
sound askew in the end of the
对
是
performance.
撒，但是我觉得你们之前
To
是
give
不是
up
特别熟悉的，
the
但
feel of
今天
confidence
这次活动啊，在我们的直播中，我们就感觉到这个舞者其实非常一个重要的东西，就是这个团队精神
Although
其实
you-
可以展示
you-
出来
对
的，，是
其实
吧？
刚才很多的这种即兴的
don't know
表
all
演，咱
of
们
each
看到
other
虽然没有
and
排练
before
过，但他
this
们的配合
show,
都非常默契。
You
对
coped with
在
each
最后关
other
键的一
so
刻都会
well.
做出来一些很动作，所以这也是常年
At the
训
very
练表
last
演就是训练的一个专业
moment,
专业的素质之下。
you
比如说
end
咱们
the
搭档，如果你
performance
少说了一句话，我
in
可能
a-
在舞上，我少说一句话，
in the same
在舞
way.
上一个天然
At the
形
same
成的职业
time.
之间的默契。真的
对，
是
所以说这
很专业。
就是这个
So
舞蹈
that
在这个
is,
艺术它这个魅力
Typical
其实就是在
about
这
a
里的是吧
professional
然后
dancer,
今天我们也
and
看
that
了
is the
各种
glamour of dancing.
舞各种表演。我们现在看一下网友的留言。
我们收到了
Tonight
大
we
量
have
网友的留言
enjoyed
节目
a
开始我
feast
答
of
应了你
eyes
们
with the
你们的留
dancing
言我
folk
会大声地
dancing
朗读出来你们有新的
styles.
愿望我也会告诉大家
And now
我
it's
们看
time
看
to
网
read
友都
out
留
the
了哪些言
comments from the online viewers, and let's check what kind of New Year wishes you have made. The first comment and the first question is a New Year wish. I want to get a nice job for next year during the pandemic, and I want to lead a good life. I know it's a challenging time for our fresh graduates who want to get a new job in the pandemic, but I believe you will have your dreams come true. And second comment is about the 1,000 Kuan-Yin performance. And the viewer said it's very impressive performance. But if you are really interested, you can go to visit the performance video in YouTube. Now they have a question for all of you. Could you share a small technique of dancing? I guess this online viewer may know nothing about dancing, but he or she wants to learn dancing. So could you offer some suggestions? If I am in a position to make a suggestion, I suggest you to stretch yourself every day and do some gentle movements in the beginning. And after that, you can listen to some music to get a better feeling of rhythm. What else? Do you have any suggestions? Well, my suggestion may be different, and that is to watch yourself in a mirror and compare your movements in the mirror, because only in that way you know whether you make the movements all right or not. So practice often. For the boys, the strength is important. If you have unless you have enough strength, you can try other movements. I think you need to have a sense of image. If you make a hand gesture, imagine you are holding a flower. You need to have eye contact, and you need to picture your dancing scenario. So when you do one movement, and you complete the imagination of a scenario. Well, if I can comment, the suggestion is to truly love dancing and get yourself absorbed in dancing. For example, only by doing so can you truly feel you are in the grassland. Well, I think they have offered very nice suggestions from their own perspectives. And they mentioned it's important to train your confidence, to be bold to express yourself. Some people may be too shy to express themselves. So confidence is very important, and that is the starting point of embrace dancing. Yes, that's important. I think the basic techniques are very important. You need to train your very well in the basic techniques, including stretching yourself and also to picturize your movements. Your perspectives may be different. And the boys, you have started dancing since you were born. And the girls mentioned it's important to train the basic techniques. So practice matters. I agree that the basic techniques matter. There are a lot more comments. Some wonder what else dancing styles you can master apart from the Mongolian style and Tibetan style. It is fair to say you can do almost everything. And there is one comment that is quite impressive for you to mention so many different dancing styles. One last New Year wish is to wish all of you the best, wish the country all the best in the new year. So could you tell us your New Year resolution? Well, I hope the COVID-19 pandemic will end soon. And I wish all my family members and the audience in front of our camera all the best in your life. I wish you good health and safety and all the best in your career and a lot of progress in your life. How about Tian Tian? My New Year resolution is to graduate successfully and pass the examination, and also wish my parents and family members and friends all the best in their new year. How about you? I miss my grassland, I miss my parents and my friends, my sisters and brothers. I hope the pandemic will end as early as possible so that we can meet each other offline. I hope you a lot of progress in your study and career. So how about yourself? Any good New Year wish about yourself? I hope to present a lot more dancing performances and to join a lot more dancing competitions. I don't think that is a challenge for you because you are so good at it. You said you miss your parents and friends. You know, today someone of you is celebrating your birthday today. It's the birthday of the dancer Angie's. Due to the pandemic, he cannot meet face-to-face with his parents and friends. But we have prepared a small birthday cake for him.
哇，大家都有份，见者有份，见者有份。先对我们的镜头许一个愿望吧。好嘞。什么样的愿望
So make a birthday wish to the camera.
OK 了。哦。生日快乐！
Happy birthday. Happy
这个
birthday
生
to
日愿
you.
望是不能说出来，但是你可以尝一块生日蛋糕啊。
尝一
嗯
口。
对，过生日这天跟我们一起做直播，这是
So you
我
can
们
share one
太荣
birthday
幸
cake.
了
哇哦，
我也很幸运。
我也想生在
这是
今天
来吧
要我帮你
来吧，
是要我帮你贴，大家都可以
It's
做。
very lucky for us to
生日快乐，生日快乐！
大家可以把这个镜头
To celebrate
给
your
让出来
birthday
然后
for you
可以能够看到这个蛋糕。好，哎，我来切啊，哎，这是刀，
这个蛋糕真的看起来有点好吃
So
啊。
I will
很多
cut
的
the
这个
cake.
杏仁
你喜欢草莓吗？
喜欢。
你喜欢杏仁吗？
The almond and the strawberries on top.
我们节目组准备的。
Do you like this cake? Yes, I like almond.
但是你是今天的小寿星，所以给你一块蛋糕。OK，
谢谢。
哇，
累，
哎，
谢谢。
生日快乐，生日快乐！
So take your cake. Happy birthday
你
again.
可以先吃一口，我们结束了之后，我们再把蛋糕分了。
一会儿我们再吃。
啊，
你先开始。
哇，什么味道？
草莓味，你想吃吗
好？甜。
一会儿的吧。
这个，所以这个接下来直播这个东西要一直摆在我们面前，是不是？我们接下来最大的挑战就是如何在直播中不把这个蛋糕。
I also want to take a bite of the strawberry birthday cake.
坚强啊，面对着蛋糕就不能吃。
我就看着它，我不吃。
Could you resist the temptation of the cake during the live stream? Maybe take a bite after the live stream is over.
一会儿我们聊天的时候，也就是看那聊。
对，我们整个的镜头就在这个蛋糕上面了。对。
丢不了。
I don't think we can
如果
resist the
能让这个草莓跳
temptation.
起舞来的话，我觉得
We
更
we
符合
all
今天的
want
主题
to take a
但是
bite.
这个颜色是很好的，因为我们今天的主题是新年，
对
所以都是红红火火的。
The color of the cake of the strawberry is very relative
赶紧吃上。
to the New Year
为了
celebration.
赶快吃到这个蛋糕，我们先来完成一顿精彩的表演，
嗯哼，
挑战成功，我们才可以吃这个蛋糕。
To finish the cake,
那得卖点力了。
you need to take up more challenges.
出一些考验的题。
The second part of the game,
一连串的音乐串烧，不同的音乐组合在一起。
we have
那这样
prepared
的考验他们就是
a
如何根据音乐
series of
即兴创作舞蹈
musical
每个人呢有45秒钟的
music
时间。那一个人结束
So
之后，另外一
you
个
will
人
dance
快
to
接
the
上
music.
看
I
谁表
mean
演
the
得最好
impromptu
把
dancing
蛋糕
movements.
奖给他。
So who will make the
大家准备
best
好吗？
dance?
他想
Who will take away the cake?
Are you ready?
Are you
然后上台表演
prepared?
喽我要脱鞋了。
安吉斯已经开始了。
我先热热身。
Angie's already
音乐
started.
开始了，准备好了吗，安思？
Are you ready?
哇！怎么有一点街舞的感觉？你不是民族舞者吗？哇！哇！
Wow, thank you.
安吉斯结束太早了，每个人有45秒呢，所以甜甜。
So each one of you has 45 seconds for performance. Wow, please continue.
3、2、1，时间到，下一个。
3, 2, 1, time is up.
感觉舞蹈的动作跟这个音乐也很搭。
它主要是踩着这个点。
继续哦。 solo 挑战，结果现在是大家都在跳。
他们的团队合作能力，我就发现是非常强的。
对，
每个人的 solo 都有很多人的配合。
Thank you for taking up the challenge.
我很惊讶的是，这些传统舞动作跟音乐都很搭。哦，又换曲风了。
我们的曲风换了，现在，我觉得我们的感觉就不对了。我们两个的感觉是不对的。
我的感觉是对的，我一人跳，你也跳起来。
哇！
果然都是有功底在训他的人。哦，动舞了。想加入他们吗？好，来加入他们啊！来，我们有一些什么动作？你们刚才动作好帅气。
我应该在。
好。而且好像藏族舞女生有什么动作吗？你也来啊！
我不会啊。
Join us. Let's do together.
哎，跟着节奏来。
大家，你看见吗？这些是女生可以做的藏族舞的动作，所以你们如果想学的话，此刻也跟我们一起跳起来。
So the online viewers, if you want to learn some dancing movements, please do
我
together.
觉得这是一个非常好的谢幕的姿势。
对，
对，我们之前的
其实这些舞蹈动作不是很难，但是是一个人人都可以参与的舞蹈动作。
I don't think these movements are
非常
difficult.
感谢，非常感谢。今天真是
So let's try.
对。
你还有
And a big
真的没有
thank
学
you
会
to all of
我就
you.
相当于在英语里说
You
我有两个
haven't
跛脚，就是你不会
joined
跳，
us.
你完全不协调，是吧？对，
Well, I don't think I'm so good at it. So I didn't try, but I do learn many things about the folk music and dancing.
而且最重要一点是他们的这个 team spirit，
this
就是
is
这个团
very
队精神非常
precious.
强，就是完全可以随机应
And
变
team spirit is very important
专
for
业很优
dancing
秀，但其实他们
in
展
a
现的
group.
是舞蹈的魅力。
I
但是要
think
记住，
you are
舞
very
蹈其实也是一个
professional.
人
You
人都
have
可以参与的
demonstrated the
如果你
glamour
没有
of
他们的专业
dancing.
背景，但是其实
But
你
don't
也可以
worry,
跳起来
dancing
只要你
can be a game for everyone.
敢于用
You
肢体
can
表达自己
dance
人人都可以是
anytime,
舞者。
我
anywhere.
这样结束一场
If you start like this.
感谢各位，
感谢各位
I think it's the first time for me to end a live stream like this. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and see you next time and Happy New Year. Thank you.